I thought the same thing for a long time. He said, oh, that's a reptilian face, alien. Nah, it's none of that, it's an illusion. See? You make eyes and faces and none of that is true. It's all illusory. He plays with you. What alien can do that kind of deal on a little moon that is really small? Why? What for? And that moon somehow it doesn't crash into Jupiter, and it's only into Mars, and it's only very little distance between the moon and the surface of the planet, of the atmosphere. So what kind of physics are there? Well, the kind of physics that only can come from one source, God. Celestial, metaphysical, whatever you want to call it. And that structure that I showed in the earlier part is right here. It's a rectangular deal, but really it's all over the moon like that. It's all over. The same texture of hands and stuff. It's translucent and it's all over this thing. Not just there. It's only showing the picture around here like that. But the guy cut that rectangular part. See, look at that. That's all the geometry is there. The same thing as I was wrong for so long. Now I see these are hands going. I can prove it. All of these are hands and fingers from hands and more and more. I mean, it looked like a palace on some deal like that. But none of that. It's all the same geometry. It's just that this guy doesn't know or didn't know. I told him in a comment not long ago. I told him, look, man, all there is hand. Look for that, and you see this. All of it is the same thing with hands. I mean, that's celestial. That has nothing to do with aliens. There are millions of structures on that moon surface, and in the halo of the moon we will examine some of them. You got to see this work. I posted in one video, but it really is no, man, you have to have a big ass monitor and lower the brightness and the backlight and take some of the color off, because the color masks the true shape of these deals. These sculptures. Now check this out in his website. That's his website right there. He got the best work I ever seen. He had them. So I think this guy is the same Moonram 1952, but for some reason he just doesn't want to. See, that's the sculpture, the sculpture on the side of the moon. But look at the moon itself. Around the moon, the whole entire part that goes into space is the same geometry as this rectangular deal right there. See that? See, it's all the translucent deal, but see how it continues all around it. I posted a video showing that and comparing it with the Earth moon. You see how the translucent deals all over, outside the moon, all over. You can see it's translucent. And that looked like a freaking devil's face. It's none of that. I thought that's what it was for a long time, this right here. I thought that was a pair of eyes like that. I thought, oh my God, alien head and shit. But now I know this is nothing to do with that. These are fingers like this. It's a hand. It's just that he chose that part, which is the corner where that rectangular deal is attached to the corner of that moon. But you can see right here that it's continuous, it's not just a rectangle. That deal is the crystalline structures all over. So what are these moons and the planets? Are clumps of that structure. That's what that is. The physics that makes them rotate, that we think they rotate or vibrate, I think they're vibrating, and they give that notion that it's rotating. And that's the part that is, wow, man, how the heck you know? NASA knows. They had things flying up there and going up there, big telescope and stuff. We don't know, but maybe a 10% of the truth. 10%. And it has nothing to do with alien. This is all celestial, from God, metaphysical, from God, not from aliens. Has nothing to do with that. See, he showed a tower. That's not a tower. That's just a freaking hand deal, a finger. It's all sculptures. See, he put, oh, that's a tower. No, that ain't no tower. Now I know what that is. What tower would look like that? Nah. See, look, the same geometry is covered the entire moon and into space. Look, that's the space right there. The same thing that our Pyrenees show in The Moon Is Your Worst Nightmare. The same thing. See, he put there the bizarre. No, the bizarre deal is more than that. It's more than bizarre. It's kick-ass. Who put that there? God. And he was right. He didn't say alien, he said God. Or the universe if you want it. Nah. They know, he knows. That's why he didn't want to touch it or see it or nothing. See, there is something there, a Tubi-looking deal there, but this guy just selectively, he doesn't know really. He didn't know. And this kind of investigator and all of them, they don't want to change their view for nobody, or for no reason, for no nothing. Oh, I'm stuck on this and that is it. Well, I was too, until I started observing the images closer and oh, there's something else that is not matching what you're saying. That's why you cannot be ever a tail. You have to be a head, not a tail. Smelling farts. You have to question everything. See, look, he say that's a tower. No, it ain't no tower. That's another sculpture that emit light in ways that we don't know. It's like Earth Moon. That thing produces its own light. How? Well, that's a good question. Probably NASA knows. And NASA ain't telling us, and the military-industrial complex control all of that. That's why they dispatch every scientist that has credentials like Dr. Begram. They, oh, no, you're not going to say anything because then you're going to mess up our deal. We control everything and power. It's all about power and control and money. And that's why Dr. Begram went on, on his tour to tell the truth. That man is a good, decent human. Say, oh no, hell with that, I'm going to tell what I know. Well, that didn't go well with these people. Fortunately. And nobody helped him. In fact, in that conference, they messed up his images. They didn't try to better the image or amplify them or nah. Shitty. All the images were crappy and they didn't help out in any way, shape, or form.